So my original plan when I came to this pond was to use a drop shot, maybe a Ned rig, go slow because water temps are still pretty cold in New Hampshire where I live, but I just cannot catch a break from this wind in New England. It's like every day I go out, it's just windy. The wind is like 20-25 miles an hour and I'm just not gonna be able to fish slow enough if I use the drop shot. I'm gonna be switching up tactics completely from what I originally thought. Now, because it's so windy out and the wind's just gonna be pushing my tiny boat around everywhere, I needed to fish something a little bit faster, but still work in the super clear, deep water. You can see about 12 feet to the bottom and it's super rocky here. Big smallmouth and big largemouth here. So I'm thinking a Megabass Vision 110 +1 in cotton Wagasaki color is gonna do the trick today. This color is one of my favorite colors Megabass makes. Has a solid brown head with a pink back, translucent body, which is gonna be perfect for this super clear water. It's got some glitter too on the back. And that +1, all that means is it's gonna be diving slightly deeper than a regular Vision 110. This jerkbait specifically is 1/2 ounce, and with that bigger, kind of longer bill, this is gonna dive all the way down to 9 feet. And it's suspending too. I guess technically it's a super slow float, but it's a super slow float. But they say it's suspending on the package. Okay, so first goal today is to stay out of the wind. Second goal today is maybe to catch some smallmouth or largemouth. And I've also never fished here in spring before, so I really don't know where the fish are gonna be. I'm just kind of blind casting. I also finally remembered to bring my Garmin with me. Got one, I think. Yep, I got one. I got one. It's a nice smallmouth for my first fish. It's a nice smallmouth for my first fish. Got him. He didn't fight that much, but that is a solid smallmouth already. Get that out of there. Whoa. I mean, I don't know, 10 minutes into fishing with the jerkbait, I already have a 2.5, 3 pound smallmouth. All right, so not bad at all. Already caught a decent sized smallmouth, about 3 pounds. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm fishing a drop off right here. Right now I'm in about 14-15 feet of water. And I'm only maybe 20 feet off the shore here. And that's where I'm hoping the largemouth and smallmouth will be, is right along this drop off in about 10 to 15 feet of water. Oh, that is a nice one. That is a nice fish. He is not moving. Got him. Wow, did the smallmouth fight hard on the jerkbait. But it is impossible to stay orientated in this wind here. Man, what a chunky smallmouth. I mean, this one isn't as long or maybe even as big as the other smallmouth, but it fought just as hard. And look at that green to it. Green gold. Goodbye, Smallie. Oh my goodness, I can cast this bait so far. All right, well, about an hour later, I think I found a spot that is kind of out of the wind. It's not as deep as I want, and it's not at a drop off like I want as well. But I mean, it's out of the wind and can't really ask for much more than that, honestly. Really? The one branch. The one branch. Got him. Got him. Nice smallmouth. Nice smallmouth. Nice smallmouth. Wow, look at him dance. Another nice fish. Oh, yes. Another solid smallmouth on the Megabass Vision 110. But honestly, probably the smallest of the day, but still 2 pounds. I don't know if you can see that, but the water temps are exactly 50 degrees. I know there's a glare on the surface right now, but right now I'm fishing a rock ledge, and on one side of the rock ledge it's only about 3 feet, but then on the other side of the rock ledge it drops down to over 10 feet. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is fish the right side of this rock ledge, because that's just the deeper side, and I think that's where the smallmouth and largemouth are going to relate to. I still think because the water temps are only 50 degrees that they're not going to be pushed up too shallow. Got one. That feels like a nice one too. That's because it is. It's a wicked nice bass. It's a wicked nice smallmouth. It's a wicked nice smallmouth. And he barely hooked, but I got him. Yes! What a big smallmouth. Big for me anyway. There we go. Wow! Look at that beast. He hammered the jerkbait on that rock ledge I was talking about earlier. Solid bass. All right, what a solid, this has to be high 3s. Pound smallie, my biggest bass so far in 2021. What a solid smallmouth. And he hammered that jerkbait. Well, I don't have a lot of time to fish left today because it's so windy out. I drained both the batteries I brought with me today. So I'm probably gonna fish for about half an hour more. And I decided to choose like the windiest portion of the pond just because that's where I caught my first 2 smallmouth today.
Got him. Nice smallmouth. Nice smallmouth. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nice smallmouth. Nice smallmouth.
Nice smallmouth.
Got one. I'm not losing this one. Not losing this one. Oh my goodness. That's a nice bass. Another nice smallmouth. Just get up here. Oh my goodness. Another nice smallmouth on the jerkbait. Man, what a solid fish on the jerkbait. Let's go.
So that is it for this morning, and fortunately I did get into quite a few good-sized smallmouth on the Megabass jerkbait today. Now this color, the GLX caught in Wagasaki, is one of my favorite colors. But unfortunately, it's a lot of other people's favorite colors too. Because in this color specifically, for the +1, it is very hard to get. I waited 6 months and I finally went onto the website and they're in stock, so I picked one up. And water temps where I live are still 50 degrees. I really thought water temps by now, because it's a week into May, would be around 55, almost 60. And a jerkbait is a great bait for cold water fish. As you guys saw today, the smallmouth really liked the jerkbait. And there are largemouth in this pond I fish, but today I didn't catch any, which I'm perfectly all right with that. I really like catching smallmouth. To go over the gear I was using a Shimano Stratic CI4 Plus 2500 with 16-pound braid to a 14-pound fluorocarbon leader. And then I have a medium power St. Croix Premier rod. And St. Croix is one of my favorite brands for fishing rods. It's super lightweight and it doesn't completely break the bank. But anyways, had a pretty good day of fishing. I really can't complain other than all the wind. I just couldn't believe how windy it was, even though last night I checked and it was only supposed to be 10-mile-an-hour winds. Definitely not the case. It was up to 25-mile-an-hour winds, but I still managed to catch a few smallmouth. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Peace.